most merciful, the ever merciful. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander of the Armed Forces, Dr. William Samoei Ruto of Garissa, His Excellency Nadif Jama, all county governors present, the Cabinet Secretary for Health, Honorable Alan Duale, all Cabinet Secretaries and Principal Secretaries present, the NEP, PG members of the National Assembly, Honorable Farah Malim and Honorable Kenan, Senator of Mandera County, Honorable Ali Ibrahim Roba, all members of Parliament and Senators present, the Chairman and Trustees of Eltabashi Educational Trust, Chairs and CEOs of public institutions present, members of the Mandera County Government, County Business Community, the Eastleigh Business Community, distinguished captains of industry and business present, religious leaders and ulama present, members of the media and fourth estate, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. My name is Mwanesi Musalia, and it is my distinct honor and pleasure this evening to officiate this momentous occasion of the Eltabashi Educational Trust fundraiser. Alhamdulillah, we have gathered here for a very noble cause, which is Waqf. For those who might not be aware, Waqf refers to the permanent dedication of movable or immovable property for religious, pious, or charitable purposes in Islamic law, meaning that the asset is held in trust for the benefit of others and cannot be sold, inherited, or gifted. The word waqf comes from the Arabic term to obtain or to hold, reflecting how the asset is dedicated to a specific cause, ensuring that the benefits accruing from that asset, such as income or products thereof, are continuously used for mankind, creating a lasting legacy of good deeds, which we refer to as sadaqatul jariyah, or charity that continues in the afterlife, and community welfare in this life. Your Excellencies, the event today is another milestone for the Eltabashi Educational Trust journey. It is a great testament, especially Your Excellency the President, that a previous fundraiser was done at the end of 2015 in December, and it was officiated by none other than yourself when you were the Deputy President of our great nation. This is truly momentous, that here we are with you leading the country, that you have taken the time out of your busy schedule to be with us this evening to move things forward in an amazing way. And for those who are not aware, and yes, there are some information pamphlets on your table, that fundraiser was an amazing success. We managed to have 8-story building in California, here in Nairobi, and it has been benefiting over 5 madrasas in the county to date. So we do not take it for granted, Your Excellency. Thank you so much for your continued support. Alhamdulillah, this fundraising is a beacon for the Mandera and Islamic community at large, noting that madrasas or institutions of Islamic learning, such as Mahadul Nur Islam, which is one of the iconic institutions, having been around since 1970, and has led to numerous scholars being able to have a presence in different parts of the world, like Mecca and Medina, Malaysia, Turkey, Sudan. It has churned out amazing individuals who are now holding the community in a fantastic way. Some of them are present in this room. Today, we have the pleasure of being able to fundraise for a new project. This project is in Rongai. It is called Taufik Heights, and it consists of 1, 2, and 3-bedroom luxury units of apartments, tastefully done to international standards. I know that you are in the throes of being in the housing sector, so we will gladly like to welcome you to that project. Maybe you can pick some ideas for the affordable housing, inshallah. The details of this project are on the brochures on your tables, and the teams are on hand to answer any questions that you might have. Ladies and gentlemen, the estimated cost of this project is about 1.5 billion shillings and will be done in phases. Today, we are hoping to be done with phase 1, So when I see the room like this, mashallah, tabarakallah, I know that we will not just hit phase 1, which is 300 million, but surpass it and maybe get even to half a B. So I look very forward to that. Our team is here on standby to collect our contributions. We know that with your support, we will make tonight a lasting legacy for future graduates of our 10 madrasas that are being supported by these noble projects. And we hope to conclude everything, inshallah, within the next 45 minutes or so, just in time for the next Isha prayers and for dinner, because we can't invite people in true African style and not feed you. So inshallah, we will have dinner being served after this event. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, it is my esteemed honor and pleasure to invite my boss for the evening and our host for this event, His Excellency, the Governor of Mandera County, Mohammed Aden Khalif, to welcome us officially.
Thank you, sir, our able MC. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, who is also the commander of all the armed forces. Excellencies present, I just want to write on the protocol set in the interest of time. Mine here is just to welcome you all to this event. But before I do that, I just want to thank the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. And I have no words to thank you, Your Excellency, sir. We can't thank you enough for giving us this opportunity out of your busy schedule, being head of state and being William Samoei Ruto, who always engage the people of this country from their locations all the way to the capital city. Last week, you hosted different delegations all the way even from Turkana. So getting 1 hour of your time is not easy. I want to thank you, Your Excellency, for granting us that. And this will mark a mark in our hearts. And we will not take this for granted, Your Excellency. And I remember one Saturday when I text you very early in the morning, and I said, Your Excellency, I came from Mandera, and I want to go back on Sunday. I just to borrow 5 minutes of your time. And then you said, just come now. It's not easy. It's not easy. And when I came, I had a piece of paper, because I have several issues to discuss as head of Mandera government. And then you tell me, Governor, wacha hiyo listi mrefu, sema 3, vitu vitatu. Na nikasema ya kwanza, guest of honor ya madarasa, ulisema tick. You didn't even ask madarasa gani. Your Excellency, I don't want to mention the other 2 because it's not relevant to this event. That when I came back and told our ulama, they didn't believe. They are still doubting until just some few weeks ago. Your Excellency, I want to take this opportunity to thank you again and to pray for you that you continue leading this country. And I just want to tell those people who are talking of sikiza ground, that you wewe unasikiza watu, sio ground. And we can't just take this for granted. Mine is to welcome all our distinguished guests and thank them, all of them, for also granting us this opportunity. I know I started this program Monday this week and inviting this number of guests, not just guests, but very senior guests from the corporate world, business people, ulumas, women leaders, and MPs, and our senators, and my fellow governors. I want to thank them. 2 of them, actually, they left Wajir 45 minutes past 4, and they managed to join us. And we are waiting for His Excellency Governor Mahmoud also to join us. He's on his way from Moyale. Yangu ni kukaribisha nyinyi wote na niko na furaha sana hata nimeshinda kuongea. Kwa hivyo I don't want to take most of your time. I just want to hand over to the MC to continue with the remaining program. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency Governor. At this time, very briefly, I would like to invite on stage our chairman of the Eltabashi Educational Trust Steering Committee, Sheikh Mohammed, to give us a very brief history of the proposed endorsement that we're discussing tonight and why we're all here. Alhamdulillah, it is really just such a testament to look around the room and see all of the amazing leaders who are present. So it's fitting that we understand exactly why we're here, and none other can do that other than the chairman. Karibu.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, all protocol observed. Langu itakuwa ni fupi sana. Ya kwanza ni kumshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu Subhanahu wa Ta'ala aliyetujalia kutupatia fursa hii na kutupatia neema tofauti tofauti ambayo kwamba inapasa sisi kama wanadamu tumshukuru. Kisha ya pili, tafupisha kwa sababu ya wakati, namshukuru sana His Excellency the President kwa kutupatia fursa mara ya pili tukiwa Eltabashi. Kwa kweli inasemekana kwamba history repeats itself. Rais hapo tu naitwa nini Crown Plaza, the year 2015 on 2nd day of December alitufanyia mchango mwingine kubwa sana ambaye hatutaweza kusahau wala hatutasahau maisha yetu. Lazima tumshukuru, ndio hata mtume wetu alayhi salatu wasallam anasema asiyemshukuru mwanadamu hawezi kumshukuru nani? Mwenyezi Mungu. Tunamshukuru sana His Excellency kwa wakati wake. Amejitolea, yeye anajua Eltabashi kwa sababu alituchangia mara ya kwanza tukaweza kujenga 8-story building pale California Islamic. Ya pili, namshukuru sana gavana wetu wa Mandera, Mohamed Al-Khalif. Kwa kweli alisimama na sisi kuanzia mwanzo mpaka dakika la mwisho. Anastahili shukrani kubwa sana kwetu. Tulimshukuru wakati alituletea hiyo ujumbe ya kusema kwamba His Excellency amekubali maaliko wake. Tulifurahi sana sana. Na kuanzia siku hiyo mpaka wa siku wa leo hakulala hata siku moja. Alicancels events yake zote, akawa anakimbia juu chini kutuchangia na kufanya kwamba hii mchango leo hii inakuwa ni ya kufanikiwa. Wageni waheshimiwa kwa jumla, Eltabashi imeundwa the year 2011. Sisi wanazuoni wengine tukakaa chini tukaunda kwa sababu ya madhumuni yenyewe ni kwamba kusaidia mamisikiti na hizi madrasa ambayo kwamba hazina chochote wala hakuna shirika yoyote ambayo inasaidia, hawana empowerment ya financial empowerment, sustainability imekuwa ni shida. Tukasema wacha tufanye hivi, tutafute namna ya kuweza kusaidia hizi institutions ili waweze kujimudu. Hiyo ndio tulianzisha wafu ya kwanza. His Excellency Mheshimiwa Rais alituchangia tukaweza kujenga. Leo hii tena tuko na nyinyi hapa, tunataka kujenga tena la pili. Na hii ya pili tulisema, kawaida tunasemanga ukiwa unaomba Mwenyezi Mungu unaomba na kwa vyombo kikubwa sana. Uwezi peleka vyombo ndogo, unaomba na kwa kikubwa. That is why unaona project kama hii ni kubwa sana, because it is on a 1 acre land in Rongai CBD, Rongai town. Tuliweza kununua 1 acre of land, tukaanza kuchora ramani, ndio hiyo mnaona. There are 4 blocks ambayo tutakuja kujenga Mwenyezi Mungu akitusaidia, na nyinyi kwa msaada wenu nyinyi wote ambaye kwamba mmekusanyika hapa na wengine wafadhili wengine, tutaweza kujenga hiyo 4 blocks, each inaenda 15 floors, meaning that we will achieve inshallah at the end 300 units of 3, 2 and 1 bedrooms. Tena very spacious. Na itasaidia hizi institutions zote 10 ambaye kwamba tunataja. Walimu watapata mshahara, wayatima watasaidika, wanyonge wale maskini hawajiwezi, watoto wao hawawezi kulipa karo watasaidika, na wote watashukuru Mwenyezi Mungu, kisha watamshukuru na ile dua yao. Wacha niwaeleze kumalizia. Mara ya kwanza wakati His Excellency the President alituchangia, tulifanya dua kwa wingi sana. Ile our prayers na dua yetu ikapeleka Mheshimiwa Vice President wakati huo akaingia katika president, akakuwa president. Na leo hii tunatangaza mbele yenu tukiwa ulama kutoka Mandera, tutamuombea inshallah mpaka aingie 2 term, muhula ya pili. Hiyo ndio dua yetu, na hiyo dua inshallah utabarikia Mheshimiwa Rais na utaipata. Asanteni sana.
Thank you very much. Asante sana, Bwana Chair. I'm distinctly grateful to acknowledge the presence of our Council of Governor Chair, His Excellency from Wajir, Ahmed Abdullahi. Thank you so much for gracing us. I'm sure you will pass the message on to the other governors in the council that there's something important that has happened this evening, alhamdulillah. And I would also like to acknowledge the presence of our very own Mheshimiwa Junet Mohammed. Thank you so much for making it. Jazakallah khair. At this time, in the interest of time, I would like us to continue moving with the program. On behalf of the people of Mandera County, I would like to invite for some brief remarks the Senator of Mandera County, Ali Ibrahim Roba, and former Governor, to give us his remarks.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, and all protocols observed, and because of the interest of managing time, I would like to just take this opportunity on behalf of the people of Mandera, the people of Northern Kenya, the leadership of Mandera County, who all our members of parliament are here, the women rep, the senator nominated from the county, the religious community, and the leadership of Northern Kenya and the Muslim Ummah, who have responded to this invitation to come and raise funds, the second such project under Eltabashi. Your Excellency, we are greatly honored and we are immensely grateful that you found time. Most people may not understand your diary. And tonight, we know you are traveling. In other jurisdictions, people would have said, in a safari, siwezi kupata nafasi. You gave us an appointment on a day that you are engaged. We are touched. And I want to just say, on behalf of the population of our region as a whole, the Muslim Ummah, and particularly the leadership of the county, and led by my brother, the governor, who initiated this program. I just joined him somewhere along the line. He has really walked this path faithfully to make sure to see to the success. I want to say thank you very much, Your Excellency, and we are honored and bestowed. Umetutunuku hadi kubwa ya heshima, na tunataka kusema asante sana. Na kama jamii ya Mandera, I know, lazima niseme kama mwanasiasa, I know umetegemea Mandera kuanzia URP, na hivi majuzi tumeteleza, lakini tutalipiza kisasi. Panapo majaliwa. We will pay back in kind, as you have done with a lot of respect and forgiven us for the gaps that we have undergone. And today, other leaders from whose roots are from Mandera also are here, like my brother Junet. I want to say asante sana na Mungu akubariki, na wale ambao wamehudhuria tunawashukuru kwa kwa ukarimu wenu. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you very much, Senator. We know that such projects have a far-reaching impact on not just the county, but the wider region, which in the past used to be referred to as Northeastern. And on behalf of NEP, especially the PG at the National Assembly, I would like to invite on stage to make some remarks on behalf of the region, Honorable Adan Kenan, to come and just give us some insight on how this occasion benefits the greater region. Shukran.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, all protocols observed. Mimi yangu itakuwa fupi sana kwa sababu kile ningesema imesemwa, lakini yangu nitasema tu mambo mawili. Moja ni sisi. Waswahili wamesema asiyekujua hakudhamini. Mheshimiwa Rais, umetujua. Umetembea na sisi. Na leo ni dhahiri ya kwamba project ambayo tutaanza kuchangia hapa pesa ni project ambayo wewe umeanza. Kwa hivyo tunasema asante, na mimi nikiwa mojawapo wale wazee ya zamani ya siasa ambaye nimekaa kwa bunge wakati wa Mheshimiwa Moi, Mheshimiwa Kibaki, Mheshimiwa Uhuru, na wakati huu kwako naweza kuipima niangalie dalili. You are a unique president. Unique in the sense that you understand, you appreciate, and you respect the diversity and the face of the Republic of Kenya. For me as an individual, I want to tell you, the people of Northern Kenya, you have a president who understands you. It is your time to appreciate and pay back. How do we pay back? Support the good initiatives by the government, stand firm with the president, na nikifungia, unajua sisi ni Waislamu, asane nalipwa na asane, si ndio? Na mimi ni mwanasiasa, na tuko hapa, Roba alianza. Kwa hivyo nitasema nini? Tunataka zote tuseme William Ruto. William Ruto. Asanteni sana.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa. Thank you very much. And I can see you've done the right thing and you've helped me in my job, because the next person that I want to invite as we're moving on in our program is none other than a similar mzee and veteran and our leader in matters of not just the community, but in Islam in general, our Cabinet Secretary for Health, none other than the Honorable Adan Duale.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Your Excellency, on behalf of my good brother, the Governor of Mandera, who is our host, we want to welcome you. It's not the first time that you are doing such event. I can attest, Your Excellency, that if there's anybody who is not among our faith, who has contributed, supported Islamic institutions, madrasas, mosque fundraising, to the tune of a billion shilling, when you are the Minister for Agriculture, when you are the Deputy President, when you are the President, na hiyo ulikuwa unafanya hata wewe umepata faida, kwa sababu tulikuombea wakati ulikuwa ICC. Hiyo kesi ikasambaratika. Tena tukakuombea hata kama tuliogopa, kwa misikiti tulikuombea mpaka kuwa president. So ile sadaka ulitoa kidogo imefanya kazi mzuri sana. But Your Excellency, above all, I want to conclude. Of the 5 presidents in Kenya, the day you stood in Orehe in Wajir, and I was there with Governor Jir and many leaders. That was the day I became very emotional, because on that day, in that field, you signed a decree that will be remembered in the history of our country, that you said Kenyans must be equal. The citizenship of our country belongs to all Kenyans. This community, and many other communities even who live along the border, our brothers, the Maasai, the Kuria in Isabania, some of our brothers in Western near Busia, you said in accessing citizen documents, they must be equal. Today, Your Excellency, unajua nimewambia watu wengi hapa hasa jamii yetu, huyu Rais William Ruto ni tofauti when it comes to our community. But now people have seen it when you became more so the president. And this time around, Your Excellency, mimi nasema sisi chini tutashindana. Vile hata mheshimiwa Jonathan anasemanga MCA, lakini sanduku ya William Samoei Ruto inshallah 2027 itajaa mapema na asubuhi, kuanzia Isiolo, Marsabit, Mandera, Wajir, Garissa, and all of our people who live in the diaspora, including Nairobi. The Balanka Makali Karno is a Makali Karno. You know they are not Afadiai. Nico Odeo Madhuina, what the Afadia Balanka Makali Karna. Gama Balkora Utagno. Inshallah, Sassari, Your Excellency.
Asante sana, Your Excellency. Nilipoteza, I lost my voice when you sent me to Banisa, Your Excellency. Nilifanya campaign mingi, nikapata homa kidogo, but it was for a worthy cause. I just want to announce mapema that the first seat for UDA after general election will be announced on 9th of October 2025, 6:00 hours in a city called Banisa. Now, Mheshimiwa Barre is there. Wave. Alikuwa tunamuita People's MP, but after our trip, we have changed. Is now Banisa Member of Parliament. Your Excellency, I will take 3 minutes of your time because my chairman of Council of Ghana is here. Atanifuta kazi. And he traveled from Wajir, him and the Governor Nadif, from Wajir, when I told them around 4:30 that you will be presiding over this function. Lakini kabla hiyo, kuna representative ya baba hapa. Najua kwa broad-based government, lakini lazima baba pia awakilishwe, sio? 1 minute, Mheshimiwa Junet.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the Governor. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Cabinet Secretary, His Excellency, the Governor, Senators, na Waislamu kwa ujumla. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So halada ninka anjalo ma yaqaano bidin Islam. Your Excellency, I was invited to this function by His Excellency the Governor. Your Excellency, he told me he's doing a fundraising that you have accepted to preside over for a madrasa in Mandera, Excellency, which I went through myself. Yes. Your Excellency, I studied in that madrasa. Your Excellency, I lived there and studied there until the time when I got dual citizenship of Mandera and Migori, dual citizenship, internal dual citizenship. So, Excellency, I told him that I will come and join you to raise the funds for the madrasa. And, Your Excellency, you've done a lot. And I was very happy also to be invited here because, Your Excellency, 80% of the people I talk to in a day and address them are non-Muslims myself. Unlike them, who have opportunity to talk to Muslims all the time. You remember you came to Migori many times, and the people we address, you know, Christians, SDA, Catholic, Protestant, all kind of people, your church, AIC. So this was a golden opportunity also for me to come and interact with the Muslim community and tell them that we are part and parcel of them. Your Excellency, I have come here also to bring the greetings of Baba, as he has said. He's out of the country. You know, people who work with the old men are people who succeed, Your Excellency. The way you work with the Moi is the same way I'm working with Baba. And when I watch a Baraka Juma. So I'm still working with the old man so that when he retires, he can leave it for me. Then I can now become the leader of ODM, Your Excellency. Lastly, Your Excellency, I know in our country there are people who have, you know, different opinion. And one of the problems you are facing, I know, is because you are working with this community. There are people in this country who are not happy about your relationship with this Somali community, Your Excellency. But you know, these people, Your Excellency, are people who are hardworking, people who do their business, people who generate a lot in the economy. These are people who contribute so much to the GDP of this country, Your Excellency. So, Mr. Speaker, I mean, Your Excellency, you don't listen to any naysayers who are telling you that you should not work with this community, Your Excellency. This community, Your Excellency, is a strong community, and I can tell you, from what I am seeing, in 2027, the numbers of this community will determine the coming election. So, Your Excellency, I want to conclude by saying that my other community also is also doing very well. Now they are on board, and now we are part and parcel of the broad-based government. And the way things are moving, we shall reach together 2027 and beyond, God willing. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Asante sana. Unajua wewe kuwa mwalimu unaita everybody mwalimu. If you are an MP, then you call everybody a speaker. Na ndugu yangu Nadhif Jama, 1 minute. Kuja sema jambo. Okay, chairman of the chairman. Unajua is a very powerful person. And he's the chairman of the 47 government. Karibu sana.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah. Your Excellency, the President of Kenya and the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, our host, the Governor of Mandera, riding on the previously established protocols. Assalamu alaikum. Hamjambo. Your Excellency, I'll keep it very brief. I'll try and stay on the strict and narrow. We came to fundraise for a madrasa. We will not belabor the importance of endowment funds. You have done many of them, and we appreciate that. We appreciate your generosity and magnanimity when it comes to contributing to religious endowment. Your Excellency, just 2 points that I want to reiterate that were made by the previous speakers. You have made it plain and clear that as the Somali community in this country, we are not second-class citizens. Your Excellency, the people who regard us as second-class citizens are very poor in the study of history, because a basic study of history shows that the Cushitic communities came here before everybody else. In fact, when we were here, some of them were still in Central Africa. So we all came at different times, but we find ourselves in this place called Kenya, and it's good that we appreciate that we are all equal as Kenyans citizens. Secondly, and lastly, Your Excellency, every time that you have created time for us and have been generous with us, we continue to make promises. I think the promises of 2-term have been ringing and sounding everywhere you've been. In the school that I went to, they had this big tagline on the wall that said, "From those to whom much have been given, much will be required." Because this is the creme de la creme of our society, it's my hope, wish, and prayer that you will keep your promise in 2027, inshallah. Asante, thank you, and God bless.
Asante sana, Chairman. I want to take this opportunity and honor to ask you all to stand up and welcome His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto.
Asante sana. Tafadhali tiketi. Ndugu viongozi waheshimiwa, viongozi wa dini na Wakenya wengine wote, assalamu alaikum. Kwanza mimi nataka nimshukuru Mungu ametupatia nafasi hii ya jioni, na niwashukuru viongozi waliotualika wakiongozwa na gavana wetu wa Mandera, Mheshimiwa Khalif, na sisi zote tuliopata nafasi ya jioni ya leo kuungana na jamii ya watu wa Mandera katika shughuli hii ya muhimu sana. Nasema asanteni sana kwa kunialika. Ni nafasi ingine tena ya kupata baraka kutoka kwa Mungu. Always when there is an opportunity to serve God, it is always for me an investment. It is an opportunity to worship God. And I stand here before you today as President of Kenya, and I want to tell you, I am a product of giving. And Biblia inatufundisha ya kwamba mkopeshe Mungu. God is not a man that he can default. Ukimkopesha Mungu, Mungu atakulipa, na tena hata kulipa, atakulipa maradufu. And therefore, I want to tell you as people who believe in God. And I remember on an occasion like this, before the last election, niliwaambia tumuogope Mungu, tusiogope binadamu. Kwa sababu wakati huo kulikuwa na wasiwasi mkubwa sana. Najua vile, you know what I'm talking about. And now you are here as witnesses ya kwamba tumuheshimu, tumuabudu na tumuogope Mungu. Mimi nimefika hapa leo when I had discussion with my brother Khalif. In fact, I said yes even before looking at my diary, because maneno ya Mungu, there should not be a debate on matters to do with God. And there should not be a debate, first, because we are all believers. And number two, the Constitution of Kenya, the first words of the Constitution of Kenya says God of all creation. And we can debate about many things. We can debate about many viewpoints. But when it comes to matters of God, there should be no debate. We must all close ranks and stand on the same side. And I want to tell you, you can never go wrong with God. And I am a living testimony of such. My office and all the other people had scheduled that I leave yesterday because there are meetings in New York tomorrow. But I had two very important events. I had an event today in Machakos, as almost a similar event, because it was both an educational event and a religious event in Machakos. Here also, we have an educational event, but also a religious event. And I told my office and the people concerned with my diary that New York can wait. Because this is important. It is important because matters faith and matters education are important to me and to the Republic of Kenya. And I will tell you what I told the Christian congregation. I reminded the Christian congregation today in Machakos. Sijui kama kwa Quran iko Zaburi. Iko Zaburi, sio? Sasa kwa Zaburi, kwa Biblia 133 mstari wa kwanza nasema, how good and how pleasant it is when brethren live together in unity. Watu wakiungana, wakiwa wamoja. Na mstari wa 3 inasema, pahali watu wameungana kwa umoja, Mungu anaamurisha baraka. When people are united. So, this unity of purpose that I see here, the fact that we've all come together for a common purpose, I am sure the assignment we have here, we are going to do it, and we are going to complete it. Having said that, let me say just two things, because I will be traveling later this evening. But let me just say two things. I have looked at the PQ of the drawing, and I must commend both the architect and the QS. You know, somebody said earlier that we are in the era of affordable housing. And I have almost become an architect because I've had to argue with many people on numbers and why we must make it affordable and why we must reduce the price and we must make it affordable. So I can confirm that the numbers on this building are actually equivalent. In fact, they are cheaper than affordable housing. On average, we build affordable housing at 39,000 shillings per square foot. Per square meter, sorry. Per square meter. I can see here, it is 35 shillings. 35,000, 35,000. So, I want to ask Mheshimiwa Khalif, I want to know the architect and the QS. Those people, I can easily find them an opportunity to work with me in affordable housing. Oh, huyo ndio mtu? Basi mutanipatia namba yake. These numbers demonstrate integrity. They mean that you understand value for money. And I must congratulate you that you are careful about how we spend resources that are made available to us, either by public or by a religious function like this, or in that matter. So I want to say pongezi. Let me also say that matters education are important to all of us because ignorance and lack of knowledge limits the potential of people and countries. So the more education is made available to citizens, the better we become as a nation. And it is the reason why we have invested a lot of resources in matters education. We have hired more teachers, we've put more resources, we've built more classrooms, we have straightened CBC because knowledge is important. And I am very happy that even we are thinking about madrasa and how to make them sustainable. This event of making the teaching of religious teachings sustainable goes a long way. Along the same lines, we are consolidating the place of education in our country because it is the single most important empowerment that we can give to this generation and to the generations that come after us, education. And so I want to say congratulations to the people who are putting this together. Empowering communities, empowering citizens through education is one of the best and the single most important means of creating prosperous nations. Finally, as we develop our nation, I want to encourage us that we must be prudent in the management of the resources that come our way, whether they are private, whether they are religious, whether they are public. We must all be prudent. We must manage these resources with integrity. And I want to associate myself with the person who said the prayers here with us. The reason why we have done three most important things is so that as a nation, we are prudent about the management of the resources. And that's why I was very keen when I saw the big queue of this building. It told me there are people here who are concerned about how we use the resources that will be made available. And we must do the same. In our midst here are leaders. And as leaders, by virtue of the positions we occupy, we are called upon to exercise integrity, to mind about value for money, and to make sure that whatever resources come our way must be used in a manner that we get the best value out of it. And that is why we have done three things together. Number one, the reason why we digitized our services, and we are now saying we want a cashless system. We want to pay using a system that is predictable. The reason why we have digitized government services, we have digitized government payments, we are digitizing SHA, we are digitizing all the things we are doing, is number one, so that we can improve on integrity. Number two, the reason why we agreed that we must have a conflict of interest bill and law now that makes sure that those of us who have the privilege to serve in offices that exercise authority and power must be held to account so that we don't abuse the positions we have or the power we have or the authority that we have. And finally, it is the reason why we want government procurement to be in a transparent place where we can be sure that we are getting value for any purchase or any procurement of government services. I had an occasion to exchange ideas with the government of Indonesia. And they were very clear that through e-procurement, they saved up to 40% of money spent by procuring in a transparent manner. I want to encourage us as leaders, all of us, to work together. I know e-procurement for now may not be, we still have challenges with it. We will correct the challenges. But the ultimate goal is to make sure that citizens of Kenya get value for the resources that they make available to us in the national government, in the county government, and in every other procuring entity. That way, we can be sure that we can move this country to the next level. Let me also use this occasion to assure you that on matters equity, on matters making sure that we do not have unfairness, we do not have prejudice, we do not have others thinking that there are greater and lesser Kenyans, that going forward, as I said when I was in Wajir, we are citizens of one nation with equal rights as citizens of Kenya. And it is my responsibility as the leader of this nation, by God's grace now, to make sure that no part of Kenya, no community in Kenya, no religion in Kenya is lesser or greater than the other. We must be even. It is the only way we can move this country together. Because if we harness the collective effort, energy, talent of all of us, we can move this country to the next level. And I am persuaded, beyond any doubt, that we can make this country greater than what it is. Listen, good people. Look at what we have achieved in 3 short years. We have stabilized our economy. We have stabilized our education system, hired teachers, stabilized our higher education. We have rolled out a most profound universal health coverage that has been a challenge for many years. We have rolled out our housing program that has been in our books for many years. We have transformed our agriculture in a very short time. Today, tea farmers are earning more, coffee farmers are earning more, sugarcane farmers are earning more, milk farmers are earning more in a very short while. And that is why I am sure and I believe and I am confident about the future of our nation. You know? And let me tell you, the future of our nation and the future of what I see as Kenya is in irrigation, is in building additional infrastructure, is in leveraging more energy, is in transforming more of our infrastructure. And I want to tell you, Northern Kenya is going to play a very central role going forward. So our investment in Northern Kenya is not in vain. It is strategic. It is because that's where the future of Kenya is. That's where we have more land. That is where we have more potential for irrigation. That is where we have more potential to generate energy. That is where we have more potential in our livestock development. And I want to assure you that in the next few months, we will be thinking of how to get our country into a position where we borrow less, but use the assets we have, leverage on them. The same way, look, housing, we have not borrowed 1 shilling. We are using our own resources. We are building 170,000 housing units, 400 markets, hostels for 177,000 students. We have signed contracts for 600 billion. Not a single shilling borrowed from anywhere, our own money. Aden Duale here, in that ecosystem of health, we are raising, using our own resources, contributions, close to 80, 90 billion. We have equipment supplied to the to the health program from different suppliers over total cost of 220 billion. So in that affordable universal health coverage ecosystem, we have money investment of close to 300 billion, not a single shilling borrowed from anybody. Do you understand what I'm saying? We are building a huge stadium here called Talanta, and another 25 stadia, including the stadium in Mandera, the stadium in Wajir, and a stadium in Garissa. Ni mnanielewa? Yeah? We have not gone to IMF, we have not gone to anywhere. We are just through innovation, our own resources. We have been struggling to build a conference facility. Tumekuwa tukiongea hapa, oh, Rwanda wamejenga conference facility. Sijui nani amejenga conference facility. If you leave this meeting now and go to Bomas, you will find the people working. We are building the largest, larger than what you have in this region. We are building the largest conference facility. And we have not gone to the World Bank or any of those places to get the money to build it. Kutumia tu akili. So I have confidence that we can transform this nation. Kenya is playing in the wrong league. We shouldn't be in the third world. Kenya should join the countries like Korea, like Singapore, like South Korea in the first world. And we can do it in our lifetime. Shida tumekuwa nae ni small vision. We are making peace with mediocrity and the average. Mnanielewa? You know? Tunakaa tu hapo. Shida tunazunguka na ukabila kidogo. You know, watu wanazunguka hapo. You know, watu wanaongea ukabila ni watu wajinga. You know? Let's have a bigger vision for our country. And good people, we are going to change this country. And I want, by God's grace, Mungu atusaidie inshallah, hii nchi yetu tuibadilishe. We will have another conversation. This evening is not for that conversation, but we will have that conversation as the people of Kenya. And I am very confident about the future of this nation. And that is why I push the limits. You know, people call me names. I am not bothered about calling me names. Oh, sijui nini, Sakayo, Kalonzo, sijui ingine naitwa nini, Kasongo, sijui nini. I'm not bothered. Shortly, you will see, hata kama uko unataka kukataa namna gani, you will see the transformation happening in our country. And that is what is important to us. Tunaelewana marafiki zangu? So, and I'm very proud that we are going to do this together. We are going to do this together. And that is why unity is very important. It is the reason why we have a broad-based government today, so that we can harness the energy, the talent, the expertise, the knowledge of as wider a Kenyan society as is possible, so that we can move this country together. So, thank you very much for listening to me. And I just want to assure you of my friendship, my partnership, and working together with you, and we will succeed together. So, asante sana. I don't know how we take this forward. We'll start the collection.
Excellency, tutaanza na Eltabashi and then we'll be followed by Kona Isli Business Community. We have the BBS team, the corporates who are here, PSS and CEOs and chairpersons of organization, MPs, senators, CS Duale and governors present, Mandera County Government, and finally His Excellency the President. So tuanze na Eltabashi, tuharakishe Eltabashi na kusindikisha iwe haraka haraka, sawa?